Hey everyone, we're here at Carolina Boys Fitness, and a lot of people's been asking us to do a nutrition video, so we figured we'd go ahead and get that out of the way. Main thing we did when we first started out was, well, Dad started out kind of both at the same time with working out and his diet and everything. But what I did was I lost weight before I got more into the working out. And really all I did was I just cut my calories down and counted and kept track every day of what calories I intook. And then also I made sure that I had a certain amount of protein with it too. I didn't count carbs and fats and all that extra stuff because I'm not exactly sure where I would need to be on that for my body type and everything. I kind of try and play that part by ear, but it balances pretty good if you have your protein and protein and your calories. About 10% of your calories should be your protein. So if you're getting 2,000 calories a day, you get 200 grams of protein, and that's what we did. It's easy to remember and it's easy to keep track of, because if you're tracking your food, like even this is just a supplement, but you can just always look on the back and it'll tell you how many calories and how much protein's in it. And so it's easy to keep track of, and you can know how much every day you're going to eat. And I try and make most of mine clean foods, but if like every once in a while I want something that's not clean, I still write the calories down for it. I don't come off the amount of calories and protein I need to get. I'll just maybe have to add in another protein shake and miss something else, but just make it balance out the same way the whole time. And the reason we got all this stuff out here is because we also drink BCAAs and we supplement with a lot of protein because we keep our protein really high. So we drink BCAAs throughout the day, and then we have, I probably have 3 protein shakes a day because I get about 210, 220 grams of protein a day. And I'm not sure exactly how much Dad gets, but he can tell you about that and more about the food part.
Well, yeah, because I get so many requests from people that's, closer to my age that wants to know how I did it, because when you get older, everything slows down. It's harder to lose weight. It's harder to make muscle. And they think I'm going to tell them this secret about working out, but 90% of it is how you eat. There's a few things, though. There's no way hardly to eat enough food and eat it correctly to where your body can make the most of it without supplementing it with protein. I don't care what kind of diet you go on. If you go on a 1,000 calorie a day diet and you're not getting any protein, you're getting all carbs and fats, you'll lose weight, you'll lose muscle. And you'll just be a lightweight fat person, but you'll still be fat. The amount of fat, it's called skinny fat. The amount of fat won't go down. Or you can eat as many calories as you want, as long as you're getting the right amount of protein, and all that's going to do is build more muscle. And people think maybe protein just builds the muscle, but it burns fat. You can't burn fat without protein. Protein also burns the fat, so you've got to incorporate the protein. What I like to do, Cody explained it perfectly, is the amount of calories that you decide you're going to eat in a day. Really, that amount is not a very big deal. You could eat 5,000 calories a day if you want to, and you're not going to get
chicken and rice and broccoli and fish and stuff like that. Really,
if it's the right kind of food to eat. And what I like doing, there's no way. I take 3 to 4,000 calories, depending if my weight's up or down. And I eat 10% in grams of protein. Whatever my calories are, 10% of that is in grams of protein. So if I'm eating 3,500 calories a day, I'm going to get 350 grams of protein. However, you cannot just sit down and eat 350 grams, say, make one of these shakes with enough scoops to equal 350 grams of protein for breakfast and say, okay, there's my protein. Rest of the day, I'll eat lettuce, and I've got it covered. The body don't work that way.
Or chocolate,
Or you can't do it. You've got to eat, you've got to divide the meals up, the protein anyway.
You can only digest so much protein at once.
Right, so I'm going to stick with about 75 grams every 3 hours. 50 to 75 grams every 3 hours. If you go over that, you're just wasting it. It's not going to be good. Your body will actually take that excess protein and turn it into sugars, because it's got to have that sugar for energy. And the most important time to get the protein, the utmost important time is right before you work out and right after you work out. So what I like to do with my protein shakes is have one for breakfast, and then have one right before working out, which we work out in the afternoon, and one right after working out. That's 3, and I take 3 scoops, which is about 75 grams of protein per scoop. And then my supplement,
25 grams of protein per scoop.
25 per scoop, and I put 3 scoops, which is 75 grams total per shake. And for supper though, I eat a really good healthy supper, which is real lean meat with either rice or green beans or it's whatever you like, but make sure you've got the real lean meat there for the protein.
And then some kind of good clean carb source, like
which rice is
rice or sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes even better, and then something green. I don't like greens either. Green beans the best I can do, but you do need something green in there. And then at night before you go to bed, which will be the second most important time for that last protein shake, or if you want to have a 2 to 3 breasts of chicken before bed, it's the same. Whether you want to do a protein shake.
Your body, what a lot of people don't realize is you burn the most calories while you're sleeping during the whole day. So while you're sleeping, if you don't have anything on your stomach, you're not just going to burn fat. Your body might, it depends on how you're made, you might burn fat. You might burn muscle, you might, you could lose whatever. So it's good. And plus, if you're working out a lot, your body's going to want to be recovering at night. So it needs protein in there to recover for the muscles and all that. Like, my brother, he has a really hard time holding on to weight. So if he goes to bed on an empty stomach, he'll weigh a whole lot less in the morning. He loses weight a lot. He'll even get up in the night and eat sometimes. But he's on a whole different diet plan than what me and Dad are because we don't have a bit of problem gaining weight.
But what it also do is your metabolism speeds up to burn the food. So if you go on an empty stomach to bed, even though you're going to burn the most in, you're not going to optimize that unless you eat something, and that's going to kick your metabolism in. That's why you want to divide those meals up every 3 hours, so your metabolism gets kicked in every 3 hours. And the protein raises at about 30% over any other kind of food. So inquire some protein in each one of those meals and spread them out over about every 2 to 3 hours. And that way you're keeping your metabolism up all day long.
So that's just what we do, and we was also going to think about doing a steroid video, not saying whether we do or don't do steroids, but we was going to touch on some information about it. If y'all would like to see it, if it's not, if no one will see it, and we're not going to worry about it, but if you want to put it in the comments section if you want to see it and get some information on that, let us know. Thanks for watching, and God bless.
Thanks.